Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. At the time of recording, most likely, the sequel has already been released, because we should, in theory, be on the 4th. Ideally, we probably should have had an extra day to upload stuff, but hey, welcome to the channel, we suck at schedules. But I digress. We are wrapping the DLC series up real quick, before I start playing the sequel, with what is pretty much the most negatively reviewed DLC for Kingdom Come. And ultimately finding out why it's the most negatively reviewed DLC. We've played one half of it already, which I believe was perfectly fine. It was an interesting story, lots of choices, lots of branching paths, different endings, and I have nothing bad to say about that part. However, Theresa's part of this DLC can best be described by the word unnecessary. Or just plain boring, but I feel like boring is a little too critical of it. I'll let you guys decide for yourself based on the footage, but ultimately I came away thinking that the entire DLC was basically not really needed, and it didn't tell me anything that I didn't already know, that you can't just learn from talking to the character as Henry. Now, don't get me wrong, the voice actors did a great job. The story and the writing and stuff does a great job of portraying the emotions of the scenes. It's just kind of disconnected and out of place. It feels a bit jarring when it pulls you out of Henry's story and throws you back in time into somebody else's shoes. I like the concept of a more fleshed out prologue. I just think maybe they didn't have the resources or the time to do it the way they wanted to originally, and then they sort of threw the DLC in as an afterthought. I don't know. Is it terrible? I don't think so. Is it the best DLC? Absolutely not. But we'll leave it for you guys to decide, and without further ado, we'll jump into this.
This war is far from over.
What actually happened to you in Skalitz? I mean, during the attack and... well, you know.
That's a long story. Not a very cheerful one. Are you sure you want to hear it now? All right, then. It was a day like any other. Another ordinary day in my ordinary life. I awoke at first light, before the others. I like those kind of mornings best. When the first rays of sunshine quickly drive away the nighttime cold. Hello, you. Come here. And the breeze carries the scent of dew-covered grass and the bloom of spring. I wanted to get my chores done before the rest of the household was up. And this morning seemed made for that very purpose. Right, better get to work. I have to feed the hens, weed the garden, feed Bianca. I'd better get it all done before Papa is up. What do you need, Papa?
Go up and see the blacksmith. He made some nails for me. Here's some coin.
All right. Anything else while I'm at it?
No, unless you want to stop off at the market and buy some supplies. And before you go, wake Samuel. The boy's still lying in bed and won't stir. He ought to follow your example and Stebor's. You two don't have to be pushed to work. Well, at least he's still better than that good-for-nothing's Bishek. The lazy wretch. A helper like that isn't worth a damn. If it weren't for his father, God rest his soul, I'd have...
Aye, he's an idler, that one. And he'd hardly give you the time of day. Never mind a kind word.
God will reward him in kind one day. Mark my words. You could tell him to get his ass to work, too.
Right. Go for nails, send Samuel and Zabishek to work. If it's at all possible.
Aye, just so. Oh, and Theresa, once you've done all your chores for the day, I've a little surprise for you.
A surprise, Pa? Don't you want to tell me about it now?
Curiosity killed the cat. What kind of surprise would it be if I told you, girl?
Oh, all right.
I can kind of see why people didn't like this, because it kind of takes you out of Henry's story completely. But, I mean, it's fine once you complete Henry's story, but I imagine you can do this, like, in the middle of Henry's story.
Sammy, get up. It's broad daylight, and the birds are singing.
Yeah, I'm up.
Have a bite to eat before going to the mine.
All right, Ma. You don't have to treat me like a child. Looks like it'll be nice today, eh?
But you have to go to work.
I know.
There will be no slipping off. You know very well Nemoy has been complaining about you.
What, about dropping that pail on Tonda's head?
Not the first accident you've had, though.
Well, there you go, then.
You silly sod. All you ever do at the pond is lie around. The only thing you'll catch is more trouble from the mine master when he finds out. Well...
Don't I always?
Good lord, you're weak. Stop. You delicate lady ankles. Fucking can't take a short little drop.
Pa says you're idle, and if you carry on like that, he'll throw you out.
Why would he do that? Then he'd be left only with Stibor, and Stibor's not going to break his back working either.
Listen, Zbyszek. Pa's not happy with you, and if he says you're idling, you'd better make a bit of effort. I'm only telling you for your own good. You wouldn't want to lose your job now, would you?
You lot are always going on about work as if it was a blessing from heaven. All right. I'll get to work. Anything for a bit of peace.
That's more like it. You'll see it doesn't hurt.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Father sent me to pick up nails, but there's no one at the forge.
Aye, sorry, lass. Martin had to go to the castle to talk to Sir Radzig. He's to forge a sword for his lordship.
Oh, I see. And has he made the nails for Pa?
I'm afraid he hasn't had time on account of that sword. But if you come tomorrow, he'll surely have them for you. I'll remind him this evening.
All right. I'll stop by tomorrow.
Do that, dear. Oh, and by the way, the girls were looking for you.
Which girls?
Bianca and Johanka. You should stop by and see them before you go home. You girls must be plotting something.
What was it about?
They didn't say, but it seemed important. Which probably means boys, I suppose, eh?
There's no harm in that, is there, good wife? You were young yourself once and went dancing with boys.
Oh, so I'm an old woman now, am I?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
I'm only teasing you, girl. Dancing is just what you young ones should be doing. Before you know it, your pa will find you a husband, and you'll have a pack of children to take care of.
Let's hope it's not too soon. Thanks for letting me know.
Not at all. Have you seen Henry around anywhere? If he helped his father out more at the forge, there'd be no shortage of nails.
I haven't seen him at all.
No doubt he's at that swordplay with that so-called combat master again. If he could wield a hammer half as good as a wooden sword, there'd be no shortage of nails.
It does feel weird being back here, though.
Bianca, how come you're up so bright and early?
Papa has me running around from dawn till dusk. You know how it is.
Indeed I do.
I'm glad you're here, Tess. You've got to help me with something. But first, can you go and see Henry for me? He's at the sheepfold by the stockade, as usual.
Oh, playing around with wooden swords again?
Aye, he's getting ready for the life of a mighty warrior.
Well, at least we know he'll be able to protect you from outlaws with wooden swords.
Oh well, boys and their games. Listen, would you bring him a beer from me?
But why don't you bring it yourself?
If Pa saw me running after Henry, he'd tan my hide. But I can't leave him dry in this heat.
All right, I'll bring the beer to him.
Thanks. And don't forget to tell him it's from me.
Everyone knows all the beer in Skalitz is from you and your pa.
You know what I mean. And listen, Tess. Once you've given him the beer, come back to me again. Meanwhile, I'll make an excuse to Pa. I need you to go somewhere with me. But I'll tell you all about it after. Run along before the beer gets warm.
Meh. Meh.
God be with you, Henry. Mind you don't get hurt.
Good day, Theresa.
I brought you a beer. I'd say you'd need it after a hard battle.
Ah, great. It's as hot as Pa's forge out here today. That's very sweet of you to get me a beer.
Oh, she can be a bitch. She can be a right bitch. I don't think she's that bad.
Actually, Bianca sent it. Her pa doesn't want her to come here.
Ah, I see. I'll make it up to her this evening.
I don't want to know how. How come you're training on your own today? You're usually here with that vagabond. What's his name?
Vanyek. And he's not a vagabond. He's a wayfaring combat master.
Well, it looks like he's off wayfaring somewhere else today.
Yeah, more likely sleeping off last night's boozing. Actually, since I've no opponent today, wouldn't you like to have a go? I mean, a bit of swordplay. I could teach you.
Me? Swordplay?
Sure. Why not?
Sure.
All right, then. I accept your challenge, young sir, but I must warn you, I can swat a mouse with a broom with my eyes closed.
Yeah, I knew you had the heart of a warrior. Let's go then.
Wonder if I can
Whoever
kick
is the
Henry's
first
ass.
to hit the other 10 times is the victor.
What if I hurt you, though?
Don't worry. I can handle it.
I'm supposed to let women win, you know. Ow! Jesus, Henry, you gonna beat the shit out of the woman? Who won?
Don't go easy on me, Hal.
Ah, very good.
Henry! Really?
Right on the arse, Henry. Nice work, lad. Nice work.
Now that is hardly chivalrous behavior. Now, I shall have to fight for my honor. Take that, you scoundrel! Are you alright?
It's nothing. I'm fine.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Are you mad at me?
No, of course not. It's my own stupid fault.
Well, that'll teach you to go around slapping decent, God-fearing girls on the backside. Let me have a look at it.
No, it's only a scratch and a couple of splinters. And I
Careful,
didn't
her
mean
nose
to.
might poke your eye out, Henry.
You know.
Show me that.
No, really, it's nothing.
You know how it is, Hal. He who lives by the sword.
Dies by the splinter, eh?
There now.
She has a huge nose.
By the way, you owe Bianca for that beer.
Greetings, Tess.
Hello.
God be with you.
What else was it you wanted from me?
You brought that beer to Henry, then?
I did.
Uh-huh. And what did he say?
He said thanks. That's about it.
Huh. That's just like him. All right. But now I can tell you what I wanted. Fancy a walk in the woods?
Right now? You want to court me in the shade of the pines?
No. I need to pick herbs for distilling schnapps. Henry's favorite.
Henry's favorite. I see.
Yes. I'd like to give it to him tomorrow.
I might have known it'd be about Henry again.
Well, you know how it is, Tess. Don't worry. You'll find a fella one day.
That's easy to say when you work in a tavern where there are fellas swarming around you all day. All I see at the mill are sacks of flour.
What about Zbyszek?
Yuck.
Bishek? I'd rather settle for a sack of flour.
I suppose. Your pa would never let Zbyszek have you anyway. Not long ago, when he had a few too many, I heard him say how he was going to get you the richest husband for miles around.
Oh, Pa.
Ironically, he was right.
I hope that was just the beer talking. What herbs do you need?
I've got almost everything, except belladonna.
Belladonna? But that's deadly poison.
It is, if you don't know what you're doing. But don't worry, I haven't poisoned anyone yet.
Why don't you go and pick it?
Pa won't let me go. They say a wolf was seen in the woods recently.
A wolf? Hereabouts?
So they say.
Couldn't your brother go with you?
Adam, he'd shit himself if he saw a wolf. And besides, but he could lend us his bow. Good thinking, Tess.
Thanks. So, you're going to borrow a bow from Adam, and then you want me to go with you to pick belladonna in the woods?
Actually, it's not entirely that simple. You'll have to get it from him.
Yeah, but that was a long...
It doesn't matter. So will you go and ask Adam? You know he's always liked you. Just give him a wink and the bow is yours.
You might be able to do that with Henry, but me... well...
Come now. You're as pretty as any lass in the province. And once you've got the bow, meet me on the bridge by the lake.
Okay.
All right, I'll help you. But next time I want something from you. I don't want to hear any excuses about how you have to see Henry.
Deal. You're an angel, Tess.
You'll be with the angels soon. I mean, what?
Lend my bow? To a girl?
To a woman?
Well,
Witch!
I don't know, Theresa.
Lend it to me and I'll go dancing with you.
Hey, Adam. If you lend me a bow, I'll dance with you at the next celebration.
Oh? You would? Really?
Good lord, that was easy.
All right.
Women be living on easy mode, dude.
And some
easy
arrows.
mode, easy
Take
mode.
it all.
Thank you so much, Adam.
I can kind of see why people might have had a negative opinion of this DLC. If you start off playing Kingdom Come, you talk to her, and you can just stumble into this quest just by asking her what happened to her. And then you're stuck playing as her for, I think, quite a while. It's the crazy girl who got whipped.
Johanka, what's up?
I was asking around for you. There's something we have to talk about. Are you going to the dance this evening?
I'd like to go and have a look, if I have time for it. Why? Do you want to borrow my dress?
No, nothing like that. I've got a dress, but I don't want to end up dancing on my own, if you know what I mean.
I kind of want to see what her response to this is.
You want me to find you a dancing partner?
No, not quite. I've already picked one.
Let me guess. Matthias?
I? Who else?
So, what's the problem? Just go and tell him. You've had your eye on him since the Harvest Festival. Surely you must have noticed by now.
He hasn't. I'm at a loss what to do.
Show me your boobs.
Can't you just go and invite him straight out?
You must be joking. What if he doesn't like me? What if he's more interested in... No, not a chance.
So you'd like Matthias to take you to the dance, but you don't want to tell him?
That's right.
How in heaven's name do you want to do it then?
Easy. You're going to steal his lucky dice.
What? How is that supposed to help, for Christ's sake?
If you can get your hands on it without him noticing, he'll be looking everywhere for it. He'll be wandering around saying to himself, "Where did I put that damned dice?" And then I'll turn up. God be with you, Matthias. You didn't by any chance lose your dice? And he'll say,
Aye, Johanka, I did. Where on earth did you find it?
"Oh, I found it near the tavern.
I'm dying of
you know
cringe.
there's going to be a
Someone's
dance there this
cut my
evening,
throat.
and
Just do it
then
now.
you'll finally
Jennifer,
get the
Jennifer,
message."
maul me quickly.
Oh,
Jennifer,
the dance.
Light my neck, Failguard.
Yes. Johanka.
Of course. I'd love to go with you, Matthias.
Shut up,
Then
good
he'll
lord.
take me by the hand, and he'll look...
My response is actually,
Well, that's how it's going to help.
You painted a very pretty picture, no doubt. But do you think it'll really work?
I'm absolutely sure it will.
and then you'll go crazy, and then I'll get whipped, and then get sent off to a convent.
All right then. I'll help you.
Thank you, Tess.
Hang on though. How am I supposed to find it?
He was saying at the tavern yesterday that he keeps it in his trunk when he's not going to play. Go and see Fritz first. I heard he's always got some lockpicks.
Me? Pick locks? Johanka, aren't you going a bit too far?
Well, then maybe you can get hold of his key somehow. But whatever you do, don't get caught. And not a word to Matthias.
If you hear voices, just don't fucking, yeah.
Tell me, Matthias, what do you think of Johanka?
Johanka? Yeah, she's a nice girl. She helped the lads and me out of a few scrapes. Actually, she's always been good to us. Why do you ask?
Johanka's a very nice girl, all right. Haven't you noticed maybe she's nice to you more than the others?
Me? How do you mean?
She's shy. You know how it is.
You mean... she likes me?
Supposing you were to ask her to the dance this evening.
Really? You think she'd go with me? Well, I suppose I could, but... Wait, though. Maybe I should have a bit of a wash first. What do you think?
Don't beat around the bush. Just go and ask her. There's nothing to it.
Oh, all right. I'll try it.
There you go.
About Matthias.
Yes?
I had a chat with Matthias and told him everything.
What? Oh my god! You traitor!
But he said he'd be happy to dance with you.
I can't believe you'd... Wait, what did you say?
I said he'd be very happy to dance with you.
Just like that?
Yes.
What more do you want, an offer of marriage? He'll come to you and invite you. That's all.
He's coming here! Oh my god, I have to get ready. Thanks, Tess. Thank you.
You were cursing me out a fucking 5 seconds ago, woman. I swear to fuck. Sadly, she's gonna go insane, start hearing voices, and then get persecuted by the church. Oh well, not my problem.
Stealing the king's silver is a capital crime. You get the pyre for that.
Why do you keep going on about it? What's it got to do with me? I keep telling you, I don't know nothing about any silver. I'm a miller. Flour is what I know about. If someone's stealing silver from the mines, why don't you talk to the mintmaster about it?
Well, we did. He was the one that brought it up.
It's our job to ask everyone who lives nearby if they saw anything suspicious.
Then good luck with that. Because in case you haven't noticed, everyone around here lives near the mines.
Aye, but some live closer than others. And then there's also the fact that... How to put it?
We're asking you because, well, you're a miller, right?
Oh, I see. Since I'm a miller, I must be a crook. Is that it?
No, but you know what they say.
Aye. They say you lot can hardly find your own asses. Never mind a thief. You're keeping me from my work, young fellas. So if we're done here, farewell and good luck.
All right, Miller. If you should happen to hear anything, let us know.
This is probably gonna go well. What was all that about?
I went for those nails, but the blacksmith is with Sir Radzik today.
All right, leave it till tomorrow then. No hurry. Right now, I need something else. Quick.
What's up?
The guards were here asking around. They said someone's been stealing silver from the mines. Can you go and tell Stibor? He went to check the fish trap below the bridge.
Why does he need to know?
Why? What has Stibor got to do with stolen silver?
Look, just talk to him about it, all right?
I'm asking you, old man.
But I'm asking you, Father. Don't tell me you don't trust your own daughter.
For heaven's sake, Theresa. I said talk to...
Silence, witch! I mean...
Pa sent me. The guards were here asking about silver going missing from the mines.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. All right. All right. Listen, Tess. I need your help.
Yeah, tell me everything.
Not so fast. First, tell me what the hell is going on.
All right. Look. How can I put it?
Spit it out. Otherwise, you're on your own.
All right. Pa came up with a nice little job. It's quite easy to sneak silver ore out of the mines, and he found this wealthy fella who offered to buy it. So, well, it does lead back to us. The missing silver is ours.
Merciful God!
I need your help, Theresa.
You're insane.
Stealing from the mines? Stibor, that's really dangerous. Have you and Pa gone mad? It's no wonder there's so much talk of thieving millers. It's all true.
Please, Tess, this is really important, and I can't manage it alone. If the guards find that sack, it could turn really ugly.
Where did you hide it?
That's the thing. It's at the bottom of a flooded shaft. Samuel was working there before.
You dragged Samuel into it too?
No. Samuel knows nothing about it.
So why don't you just go and get it?
I don't know how to get to it.
For heaven's sake, Stibor! Do you know where it is or not?
Yes, but you see, when I was carrying it out, they stopped me. I was standing on this wooden walkway and I dropped it over the edge so they wouldn't catch me with it. And now I don't know how to get to it. All I know is it made a splash when it fell.
And how are we supposed to find it? Go crawling through the whole mine?
No, I've got an idea. Samuel knows that area. He'll know how to get to the shaft.
Oh no, Stibor, forget it. You're not going to drag Samuel into your dangerous games.
Christ, no. What do you take me for? All he has to do is draw a map, and we'll do the rest.
It sounds like all the evidence is down a fucking shaft. In the dark, under the... Like, what?
Stibor, we don't have to get Samuel involved. Let's just find it without a map.
Without a map, we'd just end up getting lost in the dark. Come on, you don't have to tell Samuel what it's for.
So we'll get lost in the dark then. Samuel has nothing to do with this, and it's going to stay that way. We'll go without the map.
We'll have it your way then. But mark my words, this will end badly.
Oh, you're telling me and warning me about things that are a bad idea. Oh, that's fucking ironic. Like, why do we even have to get the silver? Just leave it there. It's clearly too dangerous to bother with. Like, what? Seriously, like, you've almost been caught. I mean, what is it, in a miller's bag or something? It would be any random burlock sack that, like, anyone could use. Go faster, damn you. I'm a woman in a dress, and I'm getting up these steps faster than your ass.
I wouldn't want to get lost in here. The walkway. The sack must be here somewhere.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, why even risk doing this? Even if they found the bag full of silver, yes, somebody tried to steal it, but, like, you've recovered the silver, and there's no way to tell who stole it. There'd be no leads, there'd be no anything, there'd be no proof, there'd be no evidence.
What's going on there?
Nope.
Is someone there? Who's there?
I'm not here.
Help! Over there! Right where you are.
Rod! Mutt! Cheese it! Get him, Mutt. Ah! Seriously, you're gonna fucking cut down a...
Is that on?
You're gonna cut down an unarmed woman. And that's the story of how she got a giant scar along her arm.
Found the silver in the mine.
Not so loud. Oh, good work, lass. Leave it here, and I'll take care of everything.
Yeah, now we have
Thanks.
incriminating proof.
I'd like to say I'm glad to be of help, but I'm not, Pa. It could have ended badly for everyone. Very, very badly.
Tess, you know I only want the best for all of you, don't you?
I do, Pa. I know you mean well. Just... please, be careful, all right? You and Steebor.
Don't worry, lass, we will. Thanks.
What about that surprise you promised me this morning?
Well, I won't keep you in suspense any longer. Besides, you deserve it, after helping us with that silver. So, I had a dress made for you in Rattay. A very fine dress indeed. You'll be the prettiest lass in the village.
A new dress, Pa. But... I don't understand. Why?
Well, you know, you're not a little girl anymore. You're a young woman now. You surely don't want to live here at the mill forever. Samuel's able to take care of himself and...
What is it, Pa? Why did you buy me that dress?
Look, Theresa, you're old enough to be married. It's about time we did something about it.
What are you saying? I don't understand. I don't want to get married yet.
Ah, my little girl. Matrimony is a gift from God.
Yes, but I don't have a suitor.
Oh, but you do. A very good one, too, believe me.
What?
Don't worry. He's a decent man. A nice man. He's even close to the nobility.
Who?
And he's rich. He'll take care of you. There's going to be a fete at the tavern this evening. Sir Radzi gave permission for a pig roast, and...
Who is it?
You can just have a chat, dance a little.
Are you going to tell me who it is?
It's Chief Engineer Tobias.
Tobias Fayfar?
Aye, that's right.
Well, Master Fayfar is a nice man. Yes, Pa. And certainly rich. But he's no spring chicken. To tell the truth, he'd never have crossed my mind when it comes to marriage.
Listen, we can talk it over, but the decision is mine to make. You've got to think of your future, Theresa. Master Fayfar is a respected man.
Children?
For heaven's sake, lass, don't be so naive. Go to the tavern this evening and let Master Fayfar spend a nice pile of groschen on you.
Show me that dress, then.
It's in the trunk here under the window.
Getting married off to a,
All right, Theresa. Time to grow up. Put on that lovely dress and go and meet your groom. But there's still time. It can wait.
Yeah, I gotta go hunting with What's-Her-Face.
Theresa, wait. There's a magpie's nest somewhere on that tree. Last time I was passing here, I saw that bird carrying something shiny to its nest. Listen. Since you've got a bow, why not try and shoot the nest down? Adam does it all the time.
There you go. It's fucking rolling away. Come back!
I had a look in the nest.
Yeah? And what did you find there?
There was a ring in it. Looks like silver.
Really? Holy Mother of God! I always wanted a silver ring. But you're the one who shot it down.
Yeah, she's keeping it.
You're right. I shot it down, so it's mine.
Yeah, keep it. You deserve it.
You don't mind?
No. After all, I've got Henry, and if I ask him, he'll get me an even better ring. While you've got no one.
You know what?
Jesus.
Let's just go and pick those damned herbs before I change my mind about the whole thing.
Oh, come on then.
Fucking Jesus.
Come on.
Can I just continue the story as if she's like... What if I just leave her here dead? What happened? Theresa's gone completely mental.
That's my boy.
Like, this whole time she's been a mass murderer and nobody's realized. No, she's alive! The crazy bitch! But I just murdered that hoe. Oh god, she's gonna sing.
Můj milej nic nevidí, na něj, že se smálo. Můj milej ho nechytí, uplave na věky.
Father!
Zbyszek! They're everywhere!
What?
They're killing everyone!
What?
Zbyszek, we have
Shit.
to... We have to...
Shit!
Pushed her into him, little bastard.
Let go of me! Let go of me! No, let...
Ja så din beruelo kärit vekosut kanssa.
Get off me!
Fuck sen.
You bastard!
Mä voin jitkiä kuulään.
Leave me!
Henry. And then you just hear me screaming and running away. It took me like forever to do this, but I actually found a brother. What's left of him anyway. This looks like shit.
Theresa? Oh.
Oh, I told you to fucking die! What about your pa and Steeble?
Yes, he's inside. But listen, Theresa. They cut him up real bad.
We'll take you to him.
Well, I'd say that went well. Kind of, not really. She's not dead, so...
Fritz, go and tell the others. We'll set off in a while, as soon as the sun sets.
We should barricade the passage behind us, in case any of those fuckers follow us.
Yeah, do that.
Thank you. I'll go to my brother. Don't leave without us. Samuel, you're alive! When I saw you lying there all still and...
Theresa, help me. Please.
Which way do you want to go?
We'll try going past Rovna. It seems there's not so many of them that way. But Theresa, what about Samuel?
Samuel? He'll come with us, of course.
Theresa, he can hardly stand on his feet. He's lost a lot of blood.
What are you saying?
He's a tough one, I can't deny. But we'll have to be quick on our feet, and Samuel would hold us back.
Matthew, surely you don't expect me to leave him here?
It's your decision, Theresa. I'm just telling you how things are.
Yeah, she'd say go for help and I'll stay with him.
Then you go, and I'll stay here.
She get him inside. just want to stay in the rain? Why are we staying in the rain? You could literally stay at the mouth of the mine and not get soaking wet. We will stay here for dramatic effect, brother. I'm ruining this somber moment.
Samuel, none of that. You wake up right now. No.
Tinker, no. Tinker. Fuck off! Do something, Theresa. You've already... Theresa, you've already killed like 15 people. No! Theresa, you've killed like fucking 12 people already. That scene makes no sense when she's apparently already had the courage to fight several heavily armed humans. But one deserter and some fucking levers, she can't go protect her own dog. Like, if previously to this, she was completely incapable of fighting at all, and just had to stealth and sneak around, then fair enough. But I just killed like 20 humans, way more heavily fucking armored than that dude, but she just let her dog die. You could have fucking done something about it! You have a sword and a fucking a bow and arrow, you could have just pulled the bow and shot the guy. I get they had to break the character down to be like, oh, well, she walks into this yard now, because she doesn't care if she dies anymore.
Hey, go fuckers!
Yeah, she had the courage to do that because she's just lost everything.
That's, I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. You've been through it yourself. I know you understand.
Why didn't you save the dog, though? You had a bow, and you just told me that how you killed like 20 humans.
Thank you for telling me about everything, Theresa. I know it isn't easy to talk about.
It helped to talk to someone who knows what it's like. Thank you. I'm glad you came out of it in one piece.
Yeah, so am I.
Theresa's thing was kind of unnecessary. It didn't tell me anything that I didn't already know from just talking to her and getting to know her character. That's basically it. Like, we already knew that her brothers died. She already described to me at one point how she found her brother at the mine. I didn't need to see it all, and it felt drawn out and kind of boring. I honestly do believe that this is probably the weakest of the DLCs. At the end of the day, I didn't hate it or anything. I wouldn't say it's bad. The stuff in Sasa with the trials is definitely the highlight of the DLC. It's definitely the more interesting part for me, personally. I think a lot of it was... like, the stuff with her brothers and all leading up with the family stuff, that was all great. Story-wise, at least, up until the part with the dog, I was invested-ish. I mean, like, the whole relation with the family and stuff. I'm a big fan of setting up characters in that way. Establishing connections and friends, family, acquaintances and stuff. Building up those characters, only to then, you know, kill them to have the emotional impact. That's great. That's fine. But then you allow me to, as Tess, fight a bunch of humans with swords and beat the hell out of people and act like this badass. Even though she's kind of bad at it, she can still pull it off. And then the moment when her dog is killed is just some random dude in rags with an axe that at any point she could have just pulled a fucking arrow on and killed, as she's proven to be capable of doing so. The bit with the dog just felt like, okay, well, we need to kill the dog, how do we do it? Okay, well, I guess she does nothing about this. That felt out of character. The dog should have died pretty early on, or during, you know, during the bit with the brother, maybe to save the brother or something. It should have been out of her control, because I was just sitting there watching the dog die like, Theresa, why are you doing nothing? You're acting scared, but by this point you've already killed several people, and you have an arrow and a bow. Shoot the guy. I don't know, that's my criticism of it, more or less. It's not bad, it's not great. I mean, it's better than the From Ashes DLC thing, because the building of that town is just kind of a money sink, and that's it, with no content. We're right into the sunset, and continue on with the sequel, which should be released either tomorrow or today, I think.
I finally have the feeling we're doing something worthwhile. We're helping to save the king.
Instead of saving his drunken majesty, I'd rather find that whoreson who murdered my parents, get the sword back from him, and skewer him with it.
Cheer up, Henry. I have a feeling you'll get your chance one day, and it won't be long in coming. Forward, men! Audentes fortuna juvat!
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys in Kisei D2.
This war is far from over.